All right. So I want to talk to you about how to acquire clients and customers from a Facebook group because, at the end of the day, we want more clients and customers because that's how our business grows, right? That's just the nature of the beast. So I want to talk about like networking and like making things happen in a Facebook group. And this is something that I get a lot of questions about because a lot of women, they don't think they're getting it right, right? Because it's still relatively a new concept, right? Not as new as some other things, but Facebook groups, it can be tricky, right? And I'm certainly always learning new tips and tricks and changing and evolving the way that I do things. And we have to evolve as social media does, right? Not to go too far into a deep dive, but in 2021, marketing really changed. Okay. There was a lot that happened in our world that just absolutely changed everything. There was a pandemic, there was issues in the countries with like leaderships and wars and so much negativity in general. So consumer skepticism has been at an all-time high and the BS meters are through the roof. And especially in the coaching industry, people have been burned by offers that didn't deliver what they promised, right? I know I have, unfortunately. So, because of that, consumers make purchases a lot differently. And we as entrepreneurs, we have to pivot and adjust the way we do business. And sometimes our whole business model, right? We have to change our whole business model. We have to update it to be able to sustain and to keep growing. We have to find that way to continually move our prospects through our sales funnels, whether they're automated or they're physical. You're physically the funnel, you're your own funnel. And to those prospects, it's like a journey, right? Now, we're not going to try and reinvent the wheel with our lead generation strategies because there's paid traffic and then there's organic traffic. It's either one or the other, but they're both like huge umbrellas that have a lot of different variations under them. But at the end of the day, they're both about building relationships. All right. Tell me in the comments if you agree that sales is about adding value and building relationships, especially if you're some kind of coach, if you're in the coaching space. You can do it in email, you can do it in Messenger, you can do it in the DM, you can do it on the phone, in a video, on social media, right? So a Facebook group is like a funnel, right? And the older ways of like, I'm not going to say older, but like the more traditional ways of webinars and things, they are still around and they do work, but they don't work 100% for the majority of women. And that's just a factual statistic, right? So, the easiest and most fun and enjoyable way to get leads and clients organically is through Facebook groups. Now, things like challenges and launches and webinars, they do still work. But unless you have like coaches and a VA to help you really build this stuff out and set it up, right? You're going to end up working like a dog and you're going to be burnt out, right? And that can also get very expensive very quickly, especially if you're not getting a return on your investment. So we're looking for inexpensive ways to make the sale without being salesy or pushy or spammy, right? Because no one wants to be that pushy salesman, right? No one wants to be sending out a bunch of cold messages to random uninterested people, right? That's just going to make you hate your business. So if you want to change your mindset to realize that your Facebook, or it could be a Facebook group that you've invested in a membership with, right, is a big part of your new funnel or your lead magnet, right? If you don't have your own Facebook group and have no interest in creating one, that's totally fine. There's a lot of groups out there where you can join a community and you can kind of treat it like it's yours and make a name for yourself in there. It's totally possible. People will come to a Facebook group to have that sense of like community, right? And they want to be educated by their favorite entrepreneurs. They want to be entertained and laugh with their biz besties, right? And if there's a really good admin running it, it's a safe space where people will really be enjoying their time there. Okay, so that's where you want to head. So imagine if you had a clear strategy of teaching them inside the group about what you do and how you're like different than anybody else that's doing something similar to what you do. There are very natural and organic ways that you can nurture members in your group so that they will start to approach you and then say, I've been watching you for a month and I want to know how I can work with you. How can I learn more from you? Okay, that happens to me a lot. But for a while, I didn't have like a formal program to put them in, but now I do. So now it's great when it happens because I'm all set and I can quickly get them up and running. So, something that I teach in my program is that you have to have your group set up in a certain way, right? I don't only teach Facebook groups, but it is one part and it's optional if you're creating your own or if you're getting into someone else's, right? But if you're joining someone else's group, like maybe you're becoming like a paying member, you can connect with people, you can advertise more easily. You want to make sure that that group is set up well and has a great admin and also great moderators in there as well, right? The group really needs to showcase what you can do, but it needs to be clear that you are an established business or you're an established coach and you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about. We don't want to look like we're just doing this as a hobby or we're lazy or we're unprofessional. There's a certain vibe and energy you have to give off, right? Don't you agree? Tell me in the comments if you can feel the vibe of a group or a coach or a business owner when you get in it, right? Talk about that in the comments because I know that's a big deal, right? It has to be your business has to be professional and you want to be in a really professional group. All right? A lot of it has to do with the very first impression, which is that cover image. How does that cover image look? How like aesthetically, how does it look? Is it drawing people in or is it repelling people away? Like is it tacky or is it classy? You could, go for that kind of description. That's a real question you need to ask about your group or about a group that you may want to be a paid member in. So you have to look at it from the lens of the consumer. Okay. Also, what is the name of the group? How is the description worded? Right? Is it something similar to what you would word? Is it positive? Is it negative? What kind of vibe are you trying to get out there? How are the settings? Right? What are the join questions before you come inside the group? These are all things you need to take in consideration. So the group even needs to be set up as a lead generation machine as well. And I say that because it's a funnel that will allow you to get those dream clients coming to you without you having to chase people down. All right. And ads are great. I mean, people run Facebook ads to their Facebook groups. You can't run it directly to a Facebook group. You can run it to a landing page, which brings people to a Facebook group. But people do it all the time. But it requires a team of people to have them set up and scale properly. And most entrepreneurs don't have a budget for that and they can't afford that. So we want to start out with these organic marketing strategies and really look at it through the lens of the consumer. If you're a solopreneur, right, and you're trying to get to that first like 10K month, you can totally do it even if you have just like one VA or virtual assistant helping you. It's easy and it's fun and you can make it work if you have a strategy. You can do big number months without ads just from your Facebook group because this is where you can build that know, that like, and that trust that we know we have to have. So, if your prospects see you showing up consistently in your group or in the group that you're a paid member in as professional, providing value, giving amazing trainings, whether they're pre recorded or live, crafting these wonderful posts to help them get quick wins in their businesses, and see you as an expert, it builds trust effortlessly, organically, and naturally. So this is what I teach so I teach this kind of it's like a less is more approach, right? When it comes to posting content. You don't have to post 5 times a day, right? It's the quality of the posts, right? The quality of the content that's going to make people say, "Oh, that's me. I want to hear that. I need that help." And they're going to raise their hand and ask you for your help, right? And you can add value. You want to be adding all this value into the Facebook groups and then use a call to action with instructions for them, right? Because people really need to be told exactly what it is that they need to do. You're going to say something, I mean, you could use anything. It could be say me in a comment, right? Quote unquote me. Or they DM you and they say help, like quote unquote help, or you can say, check out my link, which could be your, if you have an automated funnel, and then that process is automated and you don't have to do much else. But that is why engagement posts are so important, because that's your cue. That's your in. And that's how you can naturally spark up conversations. You want to turn up the juice of your group and then go live. Bel right? Go live is scary, right? I believe, at least the way things are right now, you need to go live in the beginning at least once a week, right? And that's in the very, very beginning. But then you can drop it down, right? You can drop it down once your biz starts moving, if you want. When you're probably going to get busier and busier, you won't have time for the once a week lives, right? If you want a ton more engagement, do it twice a week. Okay. It just depends on what stage you are in your business, but live trainings get pushed by the algorithm and more people are going to see you, and it gives you more of an opportunity to connect with your ideal audience. Okay. They're strongly favored by the algorithm, and you will get a ton of exposure. But you also need to be connecting, like that human connection every week, right? Eye contact, right? I'm looking at you right now. You're looking back at me, right? Even if it's through a screen, we're still looking at each other. You can see that I'm a real human. I have real information. I have real advice, right? Can you feel my vibe right now, right? Let me know in the comments if you feel like that live presentation really makes a different connection than pre-recorded. Pre-recorded is great, but live just has something else. And like I said, the algorithm will push you even further. Okay. If you want that same vibe to be in your Facebook group or the group that you're a member in. Okay. I know some people are deathly afraid to go live, right? Or the lives are kind of a mess and there's no structure and there's no call to action at the end, right? Maybe you just don't have the right formula yet, right? And if you're saying, I go live every week, but I'm still not getting clients, I can help you audit your live structure and we'll see what's going on in there. My lives always end up with new leads and new conversions and new conversations happening every single time I go live, right? But you need to have that structure. You need to have a call to action, right? You need to give value. You can invite them, you can give value and invite them to book a call. You can give value and then invite them to your webinar. You can give value and then promote your offer or your freebie, right? We love to help and give value, right? That's what we're doing here. But we're CEOs here, we're businesswomen, and we need to make a living here with our value. If you haven't gone live before, I have lots of tips and tricks and I can help you be able to do it, right? Trust me, you get used to it. You're always going to be a little nervous, but you get used to it, right? Have your notes ready and just do like 10 minutes and get off there. And at least you did something. And then every time it gets a little bit easier, right? Prepare the way you need to, but there's no way to actually get used to it without actually doing it, right? Get on that camera and talk to your ideal audience and build that connection. Pretend like your ideal client is sitting right in front of you when you're looking into that camera. You're talking right to her, him or her, right? You're talking to her, to that ideal client, okay? Now, your posts need to be knockouts as well. This is something I teach in my attraction system as well as part of my VIP posting calendar. The posts need to be spot on, right? And there's one framework that I will share with you that's the probably the most popular framework, and it's called the PAS framework, okay? It's an oldie but goodie, and it can be a game changer for your business. And if you know this framework, tell me in the comments, right? You want to do this at least twice a week, all right? So here's a little golden nugget for you. P is for pain, A is for agitate, and S is it stands for solve. So pain, agitate, and then solve, right? And the solution, the solve is going to be you. You're the solution, okay? So you just choose one pain point in the hook and you want to agitate that particular pain point, and then you transition to the solution. Again, you are the solution. Okay. You want to add some credibility statements in there, like maybe how many clients have you helped? Do you have any certifications or degrees? Tell them something like, this is why I love what I do, and I'm so passionate, and I'd love to learn more about you. So book a call or check out my free offer or whatever it is, whatever your call to action is going to be, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the point is the post needs to have the strategy and the elements of sales psychology to get them to raise their hand. This is how you move people along in the sales funnel. This is how you move them closer to making that decision to buy from you and to work with you. But you need tactical strategies, and you have to prompt them to engage with you. You literally have to tell them what to do. Okay. So, again, I feel like that was a huge golden nugget that I just gave you. If you haven't heard of this before, I want you to write that down, the PAS framework, rewind this, go back on the replay, rewind this, do it again, and try to get a post out there today or tomorrow with this PAS framework and see how it changes the game for you. Okay. This is not a salesy, spammy post. This is adding value and adding a call to action to your ideal clients. Okay. And if you have questions, then I encourage you to reach out to me or to grab my free class in the video description because I teach all of this stuff. Okay. Now, the last piece to this, right? The magic is in Messenger. And I'm sure you've heard this before by other coaches, and it's true. It's like being on the phone. You get to personally connect, and they get to ask you questions, and you get to have them get clear on what it is that they need. A lot of women are very insecure, and they feel that they're not good enough and that they're failing. DMs and calls, like sales calls, for example, strategy calls, that can be where you uncover the pain and find the right solution for them. I promise you that even the 8 to 10 figure coaches, right? The $1 million coaches and entrepreneurs that are running ads, they're still in the DMs with prospects. They're likely having a team doing it for them, but they're still running organic marketing. That is where you need to start, and you can do it too. You want to get people into a conversation. You want them to feel your honest concern for them. You want to ask them, like, is there something that you're needing help with? How long have you been feeling this way? How bad is it getting? Is it affecting your marriage? Is it affecting you as a mom, etc.? Okay. When they realize that you do care and you just really want to help them, and they start sharing this information with you, then something inside you is going to light up and you're going to think, I can really help her. Right. And if you can't help her, honestly, if you can't help her, then you can refer her to the right place or the right coach. That would be the right thing to do. But if you feel like you can help her, right, then you want to like invite her to a call, right? This is how you can do it without, if you don't have a sales funnel, you can invite her to a call, right? Or you can invite her to just, talk about some more, ask some more questions in the DMs or whatever it is that feels comfortable for you, right? So Facebook groups are not going to be your only source for leads, right? But this training is just about Facebook groups, but I get clients and customers from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as well, and it's always the same process. You want to get people into conversations, right? But if you're just starting out, then a Facebook group is an amazing place to start, right? And if you already have one, and it's not working for you, I could totally take a look at it and see how it's set up and if it's primed for your prospects and for your ideal audience. Okay. How's your cover? How's your description? How's your I help statement? Is it there somewhere? How are your posts? Okay. What is your strategy like in there? Are you going live every week? And are you building the know, like, and trust factor? A lot of this stuff is totally fixable and it can be changed like quickly. And then all of a sudden, it's like a light switch came on and things are happening. Okay. So, just to recap, number one, set up your group for success, showcasing that you're established and you're professional and you're an authority in your field. They need to see who you help and exactly how you help them. If your prospects are confused about you, they will not buy. Okay. Two, make sure your content in your group is high quality and high value. No fluff posts. Go live, make some of those PAS posts, but give value and make sure to use a call to action and tell them the next steps to take with you. And number three, before you have an automated funnel set up, is to move people from your group to a messenger conversation. Okay. If you want my help, then message me freedom or message me weight loss or message me collagen or whatever word would apply for your business. Then when people reach out to you, right, you start that conversation in Messenger, not a spammy, salesy conversation, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. One, to get to the root of what it is that they really need help with. This is 2023, and this is how we network now. This is how we have conversations now. And the consensus right now is that this is one of the best ways to get your social selling business running quickly now, okay? When you have the cash, you can start to hire people to do these things with you or for you. Okay. But for now, this is how you get started. And if you want the absolute fastest and most fun way to get this done using these tips, then grab my free course, okay, How to Sell Your Offers Even Without an Audience. This is soon to be updated. I'm working on it right now, and I will be charging for it shortly. So grab it in the video description now while you still can. Check for that link below. And me or my assistant, Michelle, many of you know Michelle, we can answer any questions that you have for us. You can shoot us a DM, you can answer any emails, and we'll answer your questions, okay? So thanks again, and I will see you guys next time.